My name is Lindsay Kostelecky, and I'm from here in Bismarck, North Dakota, and I work for Kadrmas, Lee & Jackson.
And what's your job title?
I am an administration for the municipal practice area.
Tell us about your education.
I graduated from Dickinson State University with a bachelor's degree in business administration and a minor in finance.
So what do you do in your job?
What don't I do in my job? As an admin, I do a lot of word processing, proofing documentation. I prepare our contracts and our legal agreements between the client and the engineer. I put together our bid packages. I deliver and submit a lot of our documentation to the city. I work with the contractors. It's different every day.
How many hours do you normally work per week?
When the construction season is not going on, it's typically about 40 to 45, and during construction season, it all depends on the week.
Do you take work home with you?
Yes.
How would you describe the pace at which you work?
Very, very fast-paced. Things are changing all the time. Agreements are being signed all the time. Luckily, because of the economy here in North Dakota, we're getting busier and busier, so it's getting faster and faster.
How has your education prepared you for your career?
I would say that, to me, business administration is a very general degree, and that's kind of what I was aiming for when I chose it. It gives you a good range of skills, you know, the ability to interact and communicate with people. It gives you the basics for written and oral communication. You know, you get a little bit of business law, a little bit of marketing, a little bit of advertising. So all of that really applies to what I do on a day-to-day basis here at KLJ.
What goals do you have in your career?
You know, that changes all the time. I would say right now, eventually, I would like to maybe become an operations manager somewhere within the company. Probably still stay in administration because I really like that aspect of my work.
What do you think it takes to be successful in this career?
Just the ability to be organized, be able to work efficiently, be able to multitask, be able to direct and delegate, just kind of keep everybody in line.
Do you travel for your job?
Not outside of Bismarck, no, not typically.
What do you find are the most difficult decisions to make in your position?
Prioritizing. In my position right now, the busier it gets, everybody wants, you know, everybody's project comes first, and since I support anywhere from 5 to 20 people on any given day, it's a difficult thing to prioritize, but it's ever changing.
Do you work independently or on a team?
Definitely on a team.
Can you give us some examples?
Sure. Well, just a general rundown of how a project works. You know, from the very beginning, there's getting the proposal together. For me, that includes a lot of the proofing and word processing, but then it has to be reviewed by the engineer, the project manager, the practice area leader. We're all working in conjunction from beginning to end in all the different phases of the job. So,
any advice that you would give to a high schooler who might be interested in this career?
I would say definitely get an education. KLJ is a company that definitely values an education. Business, I think, is a really good general, gives you a broad sense of skills. Other than that, you know, just being able to communicate with people, that's the biggest skill that I think anybody can have in this job, because you have to deal with a lot of different types of people, and it makes a big difference.
Why did you choose this career?
KLJ, because I admire so many people that work here, and there are so many inspirations that work here, and I think that, you know, following in their footsteps would be an honor.